High school credits to graduate. Should they be lowered? We all remember our high school years, prepping for the homecoming game or the school dances. But when it came to the classes and its assignments, we were all not necessarily the smartest. I know I wasn't. However, high school students should not be underestimated. To get through school, you do not have to be the smartest, just responsible enough with motivation that you can pass your classes. However, it's ironic that our own district, which the school belongs to, underestimates their own students. Some high school districts want to lower the amount of credits needed to graduate to make it easier on students to graduate. Usually the credits needed to graduate are 230. However, high schools want to avoid considering electives to make it easier for students to graduate, dropping the credit number to 180. According to Ms. Rubio, a high school parent, as a mother, she does not want high school credits to be reduced just to make it easier on her 11th grade daughter. She mentions college and life after high school is not going to be easy, and as a mother, she wants her daughter to be successful in life. But still, she will not get there if they start her off with an easy start. By the school district doing that, they underestimate her daughter's capacity. She claims her daughter is very capable of studying to pass her classes. Instead of benefiting the students, they are affecting them negatively. Because in the real world, they will not be able to compete against others who actually work hard to get where they are. By allowing high school students to lower their standards, they are not motivating the children to be the great achievers we know they can be. Not only that, but they would not be preparing the students fully for the life after high school, including college. We have all been there. As students that we are, there is times when we do not feel like doing homework and class, and at times it is more of an obligation rather than an enjoyment, which is why many high school students decide to drop out. The lack of motivation towards our students can be their worst enemy. If high school districts lower the credits to be able to graduate, they are giving in to giving up on their students. They believe they are doing the students good by making them easier to graduate. But in reality, it just comes to show they do not want to take the time to motivate students and helping them realize how far they can go. Decreasing number of credits to graduate high school is lacking motivation towards the students. The issue at hand is that by the district going through with this, they are questioning our children's capacity. Many wonder, well, how does this affect me if I already graduated? However, it affects everybody. It affects our children, our little brother, our little niece. We want the best for them, and lowering the credits for them is just so they can graduate is not the answer. If we do not fix the situation, our children, the students, will be in the mentality that if they feel they cannot do something, they will expect standards to be lowered for them, when in reality, life is not going to be like that. By not motivating students to do better in school to pass their classes and just letting them get off easy by lowering the standards, when it comes to college, students will not do as well in the test, which leads to taking more classes and more waste of money, affecting the parents' pockets for the most part. It all begins in high school. Students who lack the motivation will not be ready to take on the responsibility of a job. The lack of student motivation denies them the possibility of being educated and knowing their rights in society. Society itself can be very harsh and judgmental. A student who is not well educated and lacks the motivation that she can do it will let harmful comments get to them more easily, causing them emotional pain. We always have mom and dad to watch out for us. However, the circle of life continues. When mom and dad can't be there to defend their child, who will? It is important for the students to be motivated that no matter how hard the circumstances are, they can go through and achieve on their own and defend themselves. Life after high school, as they call it in the real world, is not going to be as forgiving as they are in high school. You have to step up your game to be able to compete, as cruel as it sounds, with others. High school lowering the credits for graduating just to make it easier on students to graduate, not only is going to lack on motivating the students, but it is not going to prepare them fully for life after high school as well as college. When it comes to college, students will not be prepared, lacking emotional motivation, as well as their academic skills will not be as great, and leaving them to go through a harder period during their college life than in high school life. When you compare high school to college, college is not necessarily harder, but it is more challenging. If students are not motivated to pass high school without lowering the standards, then college will be severely difficult for them. Through the course of high school, many electives are offered to the students, courses that can benefit them in life. For example, the speech course, offered in most LAUSD high schools, prepares the students to be able to speak and express themselves well, perfect for job interviews or other matters, since as humans we are always interacting with one another. However, if students are told that their electives do not matter, then many of them will decline the chance in taking these electives, missing out on great opportunities that can prepare them for the real world. They have these programs such as No Child Left Behind or tutoring, but in the end, what does it all matter if the standards are lowered for the students so they won't graduate? In other words, they're telling them that after all their efforts, it doesn't matter, because either way, they feel like they can't do it on their own, so they still have to lower the standards for them, in this case, the credits. The time for change is here. It's not about how we can make school easier for our children, students to graduate. It's about what we can do to motivate them and prepare them better for the challenges that await them. To begin with, high schools should count electives as part of credits needed to graduate. The fact that even the thought about not considering them important is shocking. Math and English are essential students need, but the electives of speech, art, psychology give the students a piece of education on other subjects that can be significant to them in their personal and future lives. Electives should count, and they do matter. As parents or sisters, aunts or uncles, we can demand high school credits are not to be lowered, and we can motivate our children not to give up, that the efforts they make in high school matter and will benefit them in their lives. With a positive mentality and responsibility and effort to want to achieve, students can make a difference, and not just for them, but for the future generations that are to come. High school does not have to be difficult for students. It is not about being smart, but it is about putting the effort to achieve. Work hard, play hard. Every effort made in high school pays off later on in life. So now's the time to motivate students all around us that they do not need the standards to be lowered just so they can graduate. No, why would they? When they can achieve so much with effort and determination.